Hi, I'm Trigger Strifey, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to play Do You Have a Car by the SWMRS. Now, I am not a teacher by any stretch or any means. I am just an amateur guitarist that wants to show people how to play some songs that I may not know how to play right or correct, but it's just how I play it. So I've been getting requests to do another video like the one I did for the Palm Tree song by SWMRS, and today I'm going to show you how to play it. So anyways, we're going to start this off by learning the tuning of the song, which is E standard. So the thickest string is going to be E, next one's going to be A, next one's going to be D, next one's going to be G, and then the next one B, and then E. And then you get a full-on, if you do an E major chord, you should sound like this. And that's how it goes. So we're going to start this off by learning the chords of the song. So the main chords that you need to learn are an F sharp chord, a G sharp chord, an A chord, and a C sharp chord. And then there's some major chords that you need to learn, which is, you know, the good old trusty E major chord, which you can see in the finger position. And then you need to learn an A chord, A major, and then you need to learn a B major chord, which is. And so once you get those chords down, you can play the song pretty much. Like, as long as you can learn those chords, you can play the song. So now we're going to start playing the actual song. So the first section of the song, they start with a little riff that goes. So you mainly are using the G sharp chord and the A chord, so these two chords. And if you want to understand like that sound that they're getting, usually if you do a power chord or just a normal chord that most bands do, you get this sound. You get that sound, but they add in kind of like, I guess, a major and minor thing going on, where they add in a fourth finger instead of 3 fingers on a chord, and you get that sound. So you get, so the difference, 3, 4. So then that's how you get that cool sound that they do in the song, which is. So you mainly just put it down like that. So I'm just playing it so you guys can hear that sound and make sure that you're holding the right, having the right position of fingers on the right frets, so you can play it. So yeah. So the first part is. Then you wait a little bit and then go. And if you want to know the strumming pattern, it's usually, this is the strumming pattern for the whole song. It's just 1 chicka chicka 2, 1 chicka chicka 2. So like that. 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 1 2 3 4 1. So it's kind of, you hit 6 times. So yeah. So. Okay, and then once you got that down, then it goes into the next part of the song. It starts on the F sharp chord going on to this chord that I showed you in the beginning. So, and then you use the same pattern. You can kind of vary the strumming. You can just actually even just keep strumming on this part. It gives it its own little flavor and it puts your own spin on the song. So after that, you go into an A major chord, which is. Make sure you mute the top and the bottom string for this chord. And then you go into an E major chord. Same thing. You can mute the bottom 2 strings. And then you go into a B major chord, which I don't really like B major chords, but they're vital. There's just a really awkward way to put your fingers. But anyways, you get, it's kind of like a extreme power chord, but you get, usually with a B major you hold it and you fret 5 strings, but for this song you really only need the 4. You keep doing the 4 pattern, which is 4 fingers on 4 frets. So make sure to mute the top and the bottom. So when you got all those chords down, which is pretty much the whole song, you get. And then I noticed that I'm doing something kind of different on this one, is that when you go through the chord, like strumming it, you kind of leave it open, so you can go 1. So you get that 6 pattern that I showed you at the beginning, and then right after you do that, you leave it open. So then you do after that. So you kind of leave it open. So then it gives it a really neat kind of strumming pattern, and it just makes it more fun for the song too. Then you get that, and that's pretty much that part for the song. And then the next part that you go into is the chorus, which the chorus is pretty simple. It's just same chords, you're using the same chords, no different, except you're going to add the C sharp chord in one part. So, but I'm going to play each chord slowly, and then I'm going to show you how you play the pattern of it, and then we're going to play it all the way through. So first chord is an E major chord. So next chord is an F sharp chord. Next chord, now this is where it gets different. You go into a C sharp chord, so you have to go down a string and start on the A string. So you get. You also, if you want to, you can. It kind of colors the note a little too much for my taste. Sometimes you can take out the 4th string too if you want to, so you get that sound. It's up to you. That's just how I play it. I'm not too sure if that's correct, but anyways, you get that C sharp chord going on. So you. And then the next chord, you go back to your G sharp, and you go next to your A sharp, or your not A sharp, your A chord, and then back to the E. So that's the main chorus. And then there's some variations in the song that I could show you later on, but I'm now going to show you the pattern of it. So it goes. Now here, this is where it gets different. Is that he does kind of like a fast kind of strumming. So you go, in this one you can also do the crazy like what is it? Just constant strumming. So you go. So that part he goes. So it's kind of a different like beat or measure for that part. So you go. I'll try to do it slow. It's kind of hard because I'm not used to just analyzing my playing sometimes. But here we go. So get that going, and then this part you do kind of fast. So that part I'm kind of actually muting the strings. I think you can do it without muting. You can go. But that's how my playing is. So you get your 6/3 pattern from the first part of the song. Now right here you do a 5 pattern, and then it goes back into the 6/3 on the final chord. So you get the 5 pattern. And then you go back to the major chord. So yeah, so that's the main difference of the whole song is that chorus part is this. So, and then pretty much if you learn those, like that strumming pattern, you learn the chords and everything, that's pretty much the whole song. Except there's one part that I'm going to show you real quick that he goes into kind of like a bridge section where it starts on the F sharp chord and it goes, and then it goes straight to the G sharp chord. So and then it goes back into that 5 pattern we were talking about, but it goes up to like the B chord. So you can go. And then that part is kind of weird because it doesn't, like I said, the 4th note kind of colors it weird. It makes the song sound kind of odd. So I usually just do a power chord. So. And then you go back to the A chord at the end of that. and then after that it goes back into the normal pattern, but it's you kind of go start on the F sharp chord, so after that, that's pretty much the whole song. You've learned the chords, you learned the patterns, and pretty much you just have to put them in place where the song starts and meets. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial video. I'm not the best at tutorials, but I try, and then hopefully you guys can learn the song and enjoy it the way I like it to, and play it the way I like it to, because playing guitar is just fun. So, anyways, I am True Strifey, and I do stuff on the internet, so yeah, check me out. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Yeah.